This is for you, Gemini. There is a total solar eclipse in Pisces on the 8th or 9th of March 2016, that's Eastern Standard Time or Greenwich Mean Time, respectively, and a penumbral lunar eclipse in Libra on the 23rd of March 2016. Now, heads up, Eastern Standard Time changes to Eastern Daylight Time on the 13th of the month. The spring equinox occurs on the 20th of March when the sun ingresses into the sign of Aries in the morning at 0:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 4:31 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Now, Mercury transits direct in the sign of Aquarius, the water bearer, from the 1st through the 4th of the month, keeping Gemini's analysis of important situations. Put on your thinking cap. You're going to make it humanitarian as possible during this time. This cosmological event influences your 9th house of life path meaning. Mercury ingresses the sign of Pisces, the fish, in a direct journey from the 5th through the 20th of March, affecting Gemini's 10th house of social standing and fame, causing the twins to wax nostalgic concerning these particular issues. Now, beginning on the 21st of March, Mercury ingresses the sign of Aries, the ram, affecting Gemini's 11th house of friends and your reputation when dealing with significant matters in your life. Now, Mercury is the attribute of God, the winged messenger, found in Acts 14:12, and they called Barnabas Jupiter, but Paul Mercury because he was chief speaker. Now let's see how your ruling planet of Mercury affects you this month, Gemini. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and thank you for joining us. Your air guardian Archangel Raphael speaks through to you from your Gemini angel Umbriel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Gemini angel Umbriel, who resides over the twins' mutable air, and here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, Umbriel's love transmission with the assistance of the divine physician Raphael, who rules over the east winds, which are warm and moist. And this is for all, he also rules over, Raphael, all the air signs. This month will be mundane when it comes to emotional or personal relationships that you must speak to close family, friends, or spouses about financial matters in the hopes of creating a more harmonious environment when it comes to having a little extra to spend on fun outings and trips abroad. Now, for Umbriel's money transmission, your money, Gemini, will be best invested for the long term at this point of your financial dealings in your own business or in those of others you deem to be sound. This is not a month for wasteful or speculative ventures and aspirations that only serve to engross the mind in endless ruminations. Now for Umbriel's health transmission, again with the help of the divine physician Raphael. March is a good time to be more thoughtful and disciplined in your work so as not to become overly taxed energetically. Your mood will be brighter if you allow yourself to be systematic in your dealing with others, no matter the temptation to relax your own personal rules. Now, this month's Lucky Fortune Cookie prediction: take every occasion to reward yourself when you follow your own rules this month. Now, the disclaimer that's important at this juncture is that high magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Now, remember to chant your divine tone of I think, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of thinking, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Gemini. Now, the ephemeris information calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time are as follows. And this month is very important because of the changing to Eastern Daylight Time. And the Eastern Time will be Eastern Standard Time until the 13th of March 2016 at 2 a.m., after which times will be calculated at Eastern Daylight Time. The new moon on the 8th of March 2016 is 9:55 p.m. at 18 degrees Pisces, 55 minutes. The full moon at on the 23rd of March 2016 at 8:01 a.m. That's 3 degrees Libra, 17 minutes. For London time, that's Greenwich Mean Time, the new moon on the 9th of March, and that's of 2016, and that's 7:40 p.m. That's at 18 degrees Pisces, 56 minutes. And the full moon on the 23rd of March, 2016, at 5:23 a.m. at 3 degrees Libra, 17 minutes. Now stay tuned, Gemini, because we're going to now share a little clip with you where you will be given information about the 4 eclipses occurring in 2016. And there's 2 again this month, and that's of March, and that's 1 solar and 1 lunar. And there are 2 in September, 1 being solar and 1 being lunar. So stay tuned for that. Welcome. This video is about the 2016 solar and lunar eclipses that are going to occur this year and how they affect you. March 8th is the first one of 2016, and that's if you're using Eastern Standard Time. If, on the other hand, you're using Greenwich Mean Time, it's on the 9th of March, 2016. So that's coming up soon. And this is going to be a total solar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, and that's a new moon event. This type of totality is in the sign of the fish, having the divine tone of I believe. During new moon, this will cause an uptick in the propensity to emotionally overwhelm those targeted for spiritual groups, religions, cults, also romance or even friendship. Tugging at the heartstrings with promises of a better life from promoters and emotional blackmail from those sought after will ensue. Always remember that money is the god of this world. Now for the next event, we have a March 23rd, 2016 Eastern Daylight Time and Greenwich Mean Time penumbral lunar eclipse in Libra. That's a full moon event. Now the penumbral lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, the scales, will be a shady event, pun intended, and it's going to have the effect of bringing out the divine tone of Libra, which is we balance. And during this full moon, this will generate promises to ensure safety through organizations such as various security and law enforcement agencies. In this case, the wolf will be guarding the hen house and having quite a good time at that, and having quite a few hearty meals at the same time, all the while baffling the keepers of these chicken pens as to why the hens have gone missing. Shady business indeed. Now for September 1st of 2016 Eastern Daylight Time and Greenwich Mean Time, we have the annular solar event in Virgo, new moon event. The annular solar event, it's an eclipse in the sign of Virgo the Virgin, having the divine tone of I analyze during a new moon, will deepen the effects of the current North Node in Virgo, with the new moon at its apogee, having the effect of causing a distance of emotionality. So people are going to be more distant with their feelings, and also a distancing of the right brain functions and abilities, which are simply in a state of rest at this time, to enliven the expression of such talent in the months to come. The moon, sun, and earth will be completely aligned during this event. Now for the September 16th, 2016 Eastern Daylight Time and Greenwich Mean Time penumbral lunar eclipse in Pisces full moon event, we have this penumbral lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces the fish, having the divine tone again of I believe, during a full moon will cast a diffuse shadow upon the moon, and although this is not as intense as a bite taken out of the moon as you see during a partial lunar eclipse, or give the melodramatic effect of causing the moon to appear like it's been dipped in blood, as is seen during a total lunar eclipse, still, there will be the effect of planting stealthy seeds, sure to bloom later, most likely not in the manner the engineer of such seeds had in mind. Thank you for joining us, gentlewomen and gentlemen, ladies and lords. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Join us again next time.